Okay, I'm going to tell you a story, and you in the audience too, you're going to love this. I line danced once, okay? I line danced. I mean, like,
Donalyn must have been sweet-talking you.
I don't dance. You got to understand, I don't dance. So what I did is when the instructor was going, I was so focused. Okay, I got to watch every step because I didn't want to look like a fool, you know? So I watched and I watched and I watched and I tried to get this straight. Now, if you want to catch this, you're going to learn some new dance steps here that will transform your relationships. And I would challenge you to focus as much as I did when I was trying to line dance. Okay? So let's get into this. All right.
And that's because we are in this fear dance with our spouses, our partners, and we want to get out of it. But the new dance steps, there is so much stuff we can never cover it. Yeah. So we're going to just hit on a couple of favorites. Okay. One of mine is the whole idea of, you talked about a safe place between you and your spouse, and you said that if I'm a safe place, I don't have to coax my spouse to speak to me. They will just naturally open up.
I think that's so important to remember in a relationship, that the way our brain is wired, we are attracted to people who are safe. And a safe person is a person who's not critical, judging, but especially not trying to change us. They're accepting us where we are, who we are, and they're fascinated. And they're amazed by who we are, because we're all different, and all of our action comes out of our beliefs anyway. So when you're just
but Gary, I'm okay. What if I'm being safe, and my spouse isn't in a healthy place? So they're the ones just not wanting to open up to me. Am I supposed to take that on too?
Well, if you become safe, what happens to the brain is that it's drawn towards a safe person. They feel safe enough to share their heart, which opens up a person's heart. They begin to tell you things about themselves, secrets about themselves. And when you're fascinated and love them unconditionally, what happens is that the best type friendship happens naturally and automatically. Wow. And so my wife and I decided that we were going to be safe with one another. Right. And my son finally got through to me by saying, Dad, you can't change Mom. And I said, well, if I don't change her, who's going to change her, you know? And he said, well, why don't you let God do that, you know, Dad, and you just work on yourself, because you can't change another person.
At least God's got a chance, right?
Exactly.
Okay, good.
Because it's impossible.
And it's all about being approachable, right? I mean, when my wife and I travel and speak together at conferences, they're lined up to talk to my wife.
Exactly.
You know why?
Why?
Because she's approachable.
Oh, she's
just like you said, that safe spot. Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, one of the concepts that I liked, okay, is you said, now, self-interest, right? This whole idea of when
caring for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. When you're trying to care for yourself, that's not selfish. Now, I grew up with parents saying, you know, it's good to care for other people. It's better to give than to receive. How can this self-care not be selfish?
Well, because if I want to function in order to help others, to love others, I have to be healthy. I have to be able to think. I have to exercise. I have to eat. I have to breathe air. I have to drink water. So all of my cells crave food. And a lot of, quote, things that are called food in our world are not really food. So if I'm going to take care of this body in order to be able to love you, then I have to know what I'm eating. Is it really food? How much? And so on and so forth. And so I take care of myself. I rest at times. I might take a nap when all kinds of things are happening.
You're listening to your body.
Exactly.
You're listening to your body. And that is a wise thing.
Yeah, because some moms totally spend themselves right down into the ground.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah. And so what happens is that eventually they don't have any energy left for their husband, for their kids, you know, friends.
Gary, you have been given us so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. But we have just scratched the surface when it comes to all these new steps we need to be implementing in our relationship. If you'll go to our website, you can get the link so you can buy the DNA of Relationships. I'm telling you, it's in my top 10. There were so many good things. Come back. We've got the bottom line for you.